There are so many different energies out in that sky today that will be carried through the weekend. We're going to go through each of them and hopefully give you practical stuff to work with it. Please stick around to the end because I do have a tool that might be extra helpful as well. So let's get into it. First, the moon moved into Scorpio very early this morning at 4:32 a.m. She is there all weekend long. There's an element of personal empowerment that's associated with this moon because our sun is in a water sign. It can be super sensitive. You might not want to people or just people with the people you want to people with. There's an element of wanting to dig in deep. There's intimacy. So you might have very interesting conversations as well. Then 3 hours later, Venus and Uranus met up. We talked about that yesterday. Venus is your relationships, how you manifest, self-worth, all the things meeting up with Uranus. So you might notice things are a little bit unexpected today, especially in those areas. They met up at 29 degrees of Taurus. 3 hours later, she moved into Gemini, and I'll do a separate video about Venus in Gemini, but basically it's while Scorpio is an internal thing, Venus is outward. So that's the dynamic. And it's curious and it's flirty, and I'll talk more about that in a separate video. Then we have Neptune getting ready to retrograde. He will actually start retrograding at 4:32 p.m. today, and it will be for 5 months through mid-December. And it will start at 2 degrees of Aries and end at 29 degrees of Pisces. It's a similar path to where Saturn will start retrograding next week. So if you have personal planets, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars in early degrees of cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, or Libra, or later degrees like the last 2 degrees of mutable, so that would be Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, or Sagittarius, you might be feeling this more than others because outer planets are more of a collective thing. We tend to see them more in the headlines. Neptune, if he's talking to one of your personal planets, it might feel more personal. This could show up in your dream world. It could help you focus more on your intuition and how you process those things. And it's really good to keep track of any ahas or, ooh, that's interesting. To help with that, I created a guide. So if you go to my space right here, I have a guide all about what retrogrades are like, how you can use them, how you can find them in your chart, and there's a free process sheet for retrogrades. You can download it. You can use it as often as you want. Neptune's retrograding this week. Then we're going to have Saturn retrograding. And then we're going to have Mercury retrograding all during this month. And Mercury's in its pre-shadow right now. So you might be discovering things that will come up again during the retrograde cycle. It's a simple 3-step reflection tool. Again, free download. There's a lot of ups and downs this weekend. So the best thing to do is stay hydrated with water. Give yourself grace. Stay cool where you can. It's going to be heat advisories here in Minnesota. And do what you can to just be aware of what emotions are yours and what emotions are somebody else's. So you might need to up your grounding, clearing, and shielding practice too. And if you want to know what that's like, I have a simple one that I use. So let me know if this helps.